What's up, everybody? Out here in the North Woods. Got a cup of Joe. Check this out. Check this out. Check out this beauty. Yo. It's amazing out here. Another morning meditation with y'all. You guys are beautiful. Hopefully you slept well. Hopefully you were embracing the day. Hopefully you're having a good time. And if you're not, hopefully this day looks up for you. I'm going to do this sun salutation and meditation, mantra, breathing exercise in a boat, because that's where the Wi-Fi connects to. So that'll be pretty fun. And the floor is a little bit better than this dock. But also check out this view. It is so beautiful out here. I'm so grateful to be out here with I'm grateful to be out here with some beautiful people. Let's see, can you guys see? Let me try to move it. I'm just at like 2 bars of Wi-Fi. I think it'll work right there. So, welcome everybody. Going to do a sun salutation, body scan, breathing exercise, mantra, poor connection. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it not cut out. Let's see. Or we'll just go for it. We're just gonna go for it. So, meditation, it keeps cutting out. And then we're going to do mantra, meditate for a minute. After the mantra, just do some affirmations and read from the Book of Truth. So here we go with the 5 sun salutations, starting now. So remember, slow breaths, relax those shoulders. We're just gonna go up. I'm gonna start with some stretches to the left. Your other left. Down. Bend at the hips. Forward fold. Pedal it out a bit. Oh man. So sore today. This feels so good. We're gonna go down, all the way down. And then up. Neck. And this one. The top of your feet should be flat. When downward dog. Slow. Remember, deep breath. And we're gonna go up. Halfway lift. Bend at the hips. Flat back, shoulders, back. Forward fold. And then up. 1 sun salutation. Good job. Sun salutation. Up. Down. Forward fold. all the way down, tops of the feet on the ground. I'm gonna do what's this one called? Feeling some cat cow right now. So inhale. And exhale. Back into downward. And up. Halfway lift. Down. And up. Bending at the hips. Number 2. We're gonna go down again. Forward fold. Into plank. Downward facing dog. Walker, hop up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Back up. Forward fold again. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Back up. Halfway lift. Down again. Just gonna forward fold again. Open a plank. Downward dog. Hamstrings are getting loose. Hop up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Up. One more. Una más. Let's go. I'm gonna really flow this one. Forward fold. Plank. Down. Cobra. Up. Hop up. Halfway lift. Down. And up. Hands to heart center. Just bowing in gratitude just for all this beauty, abundance, nutrients, laughter, good friends, good people. Okay, so now just gonna move into a meditation. We're gonna start with Find yourself a comfortable spot, whether in seated in lotus position or seated. Whether you're seated in lotus position, seated in a chair, lying down, find yourself a comfy spot. I think we found a good Wi-Fi spot, so we're good to go. I like my palms facing up to be in receiving mode. We could do the receiving mode, mudra or sutra, I'm not sure, but this is what it is. Just bring in all the goodness, let's go. Bring in all the love, the abundance, all the servitude, just bring it, let's go. Something I like to do that I feel like I still carry with me is when you have your hands like this, just imagine that you're pulling in through gravity and concentrating energy between your hands, like a vortex or an orb that is pulling in all the stuff you want, like love, support, good friendship, trust, effortlessness, just all the good stuff that you want. Just imagine it resting in your hands, and you're creating a magnetic attraction for it all. Imagery is pretty good. If you have a way that you like to do it more, go ahead and do that. But we're gonna start with a body scan here. So make sure your shoulders are relaxed. If your mind wanders off, gently bring yourself back. I like to imagine that I'm not focusing with my eyes anymore. I'm just focusing, a focus on the spot between my brow, third eye, your ajna chakra, if you want to call it, and just letting that relax. I'm going to start with, we're going to start from the bottom, doing a body scan this time. We're going to start with the toes, the tip of all of your toes. Relax them. Make sure you're doing slow, deep breaths while you're doing this from the base of the spine. Relax all the joints in your toes, the balls of your feet, the arch of your feet, your ankles, your heels, your calves, your knees, your quads, your hamstrings. Just release. Each breath, you're releasing tension. Your hips, your glutes, your abs, your lower abs, your pelvic floor, your sphincter. There's a lot of tension if you're just tightened up all the time. Let that just relax. Your pelvic floor that's part of it. And relax your lower back. Relax your solar plexus area. Your chest, your pecs, your fingers, the joints between your fingers, your palms, your wrists, your forearms. Just let it go, relax. Start melting into the ground and feel the earth supporting you beneath you, or the water, or the house. Your shoulders, relax them, your trap muscles. Let them relax. Your neck, the sides of your neck, the back, the front, your throat. Let it relax. Your tongue, your ears, your earlobes, the sides of your head, your temples, your eyes, your cheekbones, your brows. Relax it. Relax the top sides of your head, your crown chakra, the tip top of your head. Relax it. And just sit in this stillness for a little bit. Now we're going to move into alternate nostril breathing. This helps you find balance and helps you control your breathing. We're going to start with your pointer and middle finger on your third eye, your ajna, or between your brow. Your thumb is going to be on your right nostril, and you're going to use your pinky or ring finger for the other nostril. So we're going to start breathing through the left nostril, and we're going to start an inhale. So one breath in the left nostril. Deep breath. Hold it for a little bit and then out. Same nostril. Switch fingers. Release your thumb. Inhale through the right nostril. Breathe out through the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Out through the left. In through the right. Out through the right. In through the left. Out through the left. In the right. Out the right. This is a good time to relax your shoulders or your hand or your arm if you've been tensing it up. In through your left. Out through your left. Hopefully that feels a little bit better. Hey, create love. What's up? What's up? Woo! Alright, so now we're gonna do some square breathing. So we're gonna do 5 seconds in from the base of the spine. Let your belly rise and contract as you're breathing. And we are going to do 5 seconds in, hold at the top for 5 seconds, and then exhale for 5 seconds, and hold at the bottom 5 seconds. Starting now. 5 seconds in. Hold. Five seconds out. Hold at the bottom. 5 seconds in. Five seconds out. Make sure to empty all your breath out. 5 in. 5 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 out. Just gonna sit with this for a little bit. Definitely feel my third eye opening, feel it tingling, feels good. Now we're gonna do mantra. I just kind of am going up with what I got in my head. This one, shout out to MC Yogi. It's a really common mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. It's basically honoring Shiva, like the god that destroys evil, and the healer, the ultimate Buddha. Om Namah Shivaya. So just imagine that you're destroying all your fears and you're just healing during this mantra. And you can say it out loud, say it under your breath, in your head. I like to just start off saying it and then slowly just ease it, just say it mentally, and use some imagery so that I'm not getting distracted. And if you do, if your mind does start to wander, gently bring it back to the center, the seat of your consciousness. So imagine if you aren't your emotions or your thoughts, you are just observing them. You are the observer, the pure loving awareness, the pure consciousness that sits at the seat of everything, allowing any emotions to come and go, allowing any thoughts to come and go. So we're going to start with the mantra now. Remember, it's Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Sit with this for a little bit. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty good. Feel awesome. So start by wiggling your toes, your fingers, slowly easing yourself back if you would like, or you could stay meditating as long as you feel comfortable. You'll really be able to receive these messages if while you're meditating. I've never actually had someone read this to me while I'm meditating. That'd be sick. Maybe one of y'all can do that for me one of these times. Oh yeah, got some maca powder. Put some maca powder in your tea in the morning, and it's finna be lit. What's up, Gala? Gala 91. What's up? So we're gonna be reading from the book of truth. Find your truth, man. Whatever that is. Universal truth. That's the truth. Truth. Shout out to Paul Selig, Book of Truth. This is like the 4th book in the series I've read. I typically don't read whole series, but I'm gonna read this whole series. Shout out to Siri. Alright, so this book mentions some sort of religious sounding things. I typically, you can look at it however you wish to see it. When it mentions something as like a Christed being or your Christ consciousness, you can look at it as, if you believe in Christ and Jesus and Christianity, you can look at it as that, or you can look at it as just self-actualizing to your fullest extent. You are actually using all the power that you have to do all the good for the greatest amount of people, for yourself, for the world. You've tapped into your full potential. That's really all it means. And we have potential to heal others. We have potential to feel all sorts of things and tap into other senses that we are kind of numbed and overstimulated to. So I'm going to start with this reading here. We are on page 72 in the Book of Truth, kind of where I left off yesterday. I don't think I finished it yesterday, and that's okay. Here we are today. So as the Christ is known as you, the creations you have made in fear, in concert with fear, will be recognized by you, one and all. But the small self has had a deep investment in hiding in the cave. She does not seek the light, as the divine self knows herself, and she believes that as she is brought to the light, she is extinguished. This is not quite true. What is extinguished or realigned, perhaps, is the aspect of the self that was never true, and that the aspect that is always in defense. So you seek yourself in this teaching, but you believe that the self that you are seeking is an improved small self, the one that doesn't have the issue, the attachment, the fear. This is not quite true. The one you become is the one who has never had it. Do you understand the difference here? The aspect of you that self-identifies through history. I am the one who was a drug addict. I am the one that left his family. I'm the one that chose the wrong path, was hurt so badly, is not who you are. It's how you've known yourselves. So you improve yourselves. I've made up with my family. I no longer take drugs. Well, this is all wonderful. What we are teaching you is that the divine as you is not in consort with the creations of the small self as a means of identifying. However, the attachment you have to what you think you are is at opposition with the truth of your being. Now we attend to this in several ways, not only in the teaching we attend to you with, but in the frequency that we hold you in as we instruct. So those of you who have a deep investment in a false self, and perhaps we would say are in denial of it, are going to be met without your denial. And those of you who believe that the path that you are embarking on should resemble a certain thing, have a certain attitude or way of expressing, will be surprised that this is not that. What this is manifestation as the divine self. Clear these issues, not by doing, but by being. And by being at this octave of expression, I am in truth. The claim is made to relinquish or reform all aspects of the self that are not in consort to truth. Now Paul has a question. We will attend to it. So if you say, I don't love my husband, but I pretend to, that means you will leave your husband? Is that the teaching here? Absolutely not. What it means is that the small self, who doesn't love her husband, realizes who he is outside of what she's claimed for him. If she chooses to leave, she is led by the divine self, not by the authority of the small self, who finally realizes that she did not love. The small self, dears, is not the one who loves anyway. Do you understand that? The divine as you is what loves, what expresses his love, and knows the world in a higher way. The testament of your lives, the manifestation that you see before you, will always be an agreement you have made to be. And as you are being at this very moment, you are witnessing your creations. Now the field that Paul holds has been attuned to claim you as we work through him. And the gesture he gives you by standing before you and claiming your true name, you are here, you are here, you are here, is not so much a benediction, but a restructuring of what you are as a divine self. Now as we teach, the octave we teach at is present to you in this field as we, as him, know you as us. Do you understand that? When we know you without the claims of the small self and her small inheritance. We know who you are in spite of yourselves, because of yourselves, and because what you can only be in truth is how we can witness you as we align it as truth. The distinction you must make as the one being witness is that the agreement you have to be seen as you truly are actually requires you to release what you thought you were supposed to be and the creations of the small self that seek to be affirmed as what she thinks she is at the cost of what she truly is. Now the creator as you needs no instruction, but because you have been living on a plane that has been so invested in lies, the small self cannot always tell the difference. She has done the best she could. I thought I was doing the right thing. I did what I knew how to do. And yes, you did. We do not make you wrong. We do not make you anything. We know you beyond the claims, beyond the issuance, beyond the fabrications that the small self has known and believed to be herself. Once the small self is encompassed by the divine self, the alchemy of being and the transition that you make is apparent to you in new ways. He has a question. We will attend to it. But how? He asks. How do we know that this is so? The manifested being that you know yourself as, once assumed as truth, is reframed, reclaimed, reknown. And what is not in truth will be known and gone, or transformed and lifted to what you truly are and can only be. The acquiescence to this is being. You don't pull away the shingles on the old house to reveal the woodwork that was beneath them. The wind of truth will come and remove them. They will become so uncomfortable they will fall away. You may touch them and realize they are not even really there. But because you have seen them for so long and believe them to be what they are, you are recreating them all day long. The being as truth is a reclamation to what you are, and the divine nature that you may hold as the true self expressing itself what does the work. Is this a passive teaching? Paul asks. Not in the least, it's not passive. A hurricane is not passive, but to be in the hurricane simply is being. The vibration of truth as it claims itself is the wind that moves the shingles off the house, and perhaps even what is not in truth in the foundation of the very structure you have known. Well, that's not very encouraging, he says. I know what a hurricane looks like. If I am in the house, do I still stand? The wind may be very loving, the wind may be a caress, but the amplitude of the wind will be in agreement to your investment in lies. Now he has a question. But the world we see and all the change, is this the wind as well? Oh, my friend, it is. You are not so special that the wind would blow on you alone. It is blowing upon all mankind, not just those of you who are deciding to be in agreement to a teaching by us. The difference, though, is that you are aligning through intention to the vibration of truth. And because you are doing this, wherever you stand, you are in agreement to it. What you are is exposed by the self in agreement to be in the wind. Do you understand? Yes. Imagine, if you wish, that you are adorned with jewels. Your face is a masquerade in cosmetics. You wear the clothing of thousands of years of ritual, and the wind comes, and what is taken is what never was, could never be, will never be in truth. Now the agreement we make with you today, you, our students and the readers of this text, is that any dismantling of form and structure is done in attendance with your divine worth. Hear these words. You are not being punished by relinquishing of what you thought you were. You are being gifted by truth as what you are as truth. But the dismantling, in its way, may appear as a renovation that was unasked for. So I'm going to stop there. Basically, what I took from that is that your inner self, your divine self, loves all. So when they're talking about the person that was married to a person and says, yo, I don't love you anymore, I think that's the small self speaking, because love doesn't just like come and go. Like, love is always ever present in every single thing. And once you recognize that, you love everything in the universe, essentially, especially in the world. I love all organisms, even just everything, even the bad stuff, technically, like bad stuff. I got love. I send out a vibration of love for everything that exists. Do I want to interface with things that are harmful? No, not at all. I do not. I would like to avoid things that are really harmful, but I'd like to avoid things that are harmful through raising my vibration and spreading love and receiving that same emanation back as a mirror. So, what's up? So yeah, that's what I got from that reading. Divine self always loves. Just because someone isn't in your life doesn't mean you don't love them still. Just means you guys are on different paths, and it's time to separate the attachment. And that's what all relationships are, is just a connection with another being. It could be a relationship is you build a relationship with someone you meet at a store through like a smaller connection, a smaller strand. People you hang out with more, like your partners, you build a stronger strand of connection to them. It's harder to break, harder to sever. And then once you get legally binded through marriage and things like that, the like 3D strand gets bigger and bigger, and stuff builds up on it. So What's this little guy doing? Look at this little shardy. He's coming in the woods, coming to kick it. Indigo. We got a little indigo coming to join the crew. And then what it said at the end, I think it just reminded me of Alchemy. We are the wind, we are the trees, we are the leaves. What's up, Indigo? At the end of, if you guys watched or read The Alchemist, the book by Paulo Coelho, I believe, at the end there's a huge windstorm, and the main character realizes he's the wind and it wards off the enemies, and he's protected. So once you realize we're all one, you know, it's all going to be okay. It's when you tap into your true potential, whatever you want to call that, your highest version, your Christ self, your alchemist self. That's you. So health, happiness, and abundance, peace, love. I started a website, akashicskies.com. It's still under construction, but I'm gonna finish it up pretty close today and post it everywhere. So be on the lookout for that. There'll be some good nuggets of stuff in there, and I'll just keep adding to it, keep making it awesome. There's gonna be some clothing, all my videos, all my podcasts, more meditation. See ya, Indy. Yeah, look at this little guy going through the woods. All right, so yeah, health, happiness, and abundance. Peace, y'all. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing week, amazing day. Check it out.